Creating success out of failure. Creating success out of failure.
I'm Jonathan Federa. I'm here to inspire you to hustle and grow your income while doing what you love. Just because you have problems doesn't mean you can't prosper. Just because you have tragedy doesn't mean you can't triumph. Actually, you should be taking advantage of that.
There's positivity in my pain. I took scarcity and turned it into strength. I always tell life, there's not much you can do to me where I won't make an obstacle an opportunity. We never lose, we only learn lessons. If you wanna change your perspective. If you don't know how to do that, we'll show you how right now. Cause it's about to go down. You are tuning in to creating success out of failure. Creating success creating success out of failure. Out of failure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Creating Success Out of Failure. I am here with my lovely co-host, Jessica.
What's up, guys? I have such a special guest for you today, someone who I recently met and connected with instantaneously. He's energetic, he's motivating, and he is the owner and founder of Limitless Coaching, Mr. Clint Riggin. Hello, Clint.
Yes, you are way too nice. Thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate you.
I'm super excited to have you on because you're really high energy. You're all about positivity. And I love that, obviously. We all need that in our lives. And you have just exponentially grown your business over the last less than a year, I think it is. And you just kind of exploded. And what I love about this story that we're about to get into is that looking at you now, right? You're very into fitness. You're about to do a bodybuilding show. You have this really successful business that has exploded. You've been showing us your journey on social media where you're just like in private jets and you're traveling all over the country. And someone can look at you and be like, wow, that guy has it made, right? Thinking like you're an overnight success when really there's been so much that's happened to you that's brought you to this moment. So I want you to first tell us about Limitless Coaching and then kind of get into the juicy goodness of how you became the founder of this amazing company.
Definitely. Yeah. So Limitless Coaching is an online fitness coaching business that specializes in fitness, nutrition, and mindset. But we're really unlike any other coaching service around. Being the fact that we have hormone replacement therapy, all their meal preps, and also all your supplements in one, so that it's a complete package moving forward with us. Also, we have probably the best platform when it comes to any sort of online coaching with all your workouts, videos, check-ins, accountability, and your accountability tracker that is sent to one of our coaches or myself, varying on, what program you do choose between us. And the big thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to differentiate ourselves from other coaches. If you look at how many online fitness coaches there are, it's very hard to stand out in this niche. And I had to figure out a way where, how was I going to impact the amount of people that I wanted to? And I would have to niche down as well. And I really found that I could help entrepreneurs, business owners, and CEOs, because those are the people that really need the help. And I feel like I could understand the best. For me, building my business and going through my business and going through the struggles that I've endured, I really know what it takes and what they go through on a daily basis moving forward with their lives and their businesses.
I think that's a great niche because everybody I know that's in the entrepreneur space is really dialed in to awareness, aka mindset, right? To living that positive life full of gratitude, is into routines and accountability, and also into keeping up with their health, because obviously the health of our body feeds the health of our mind, and our minds are what fuels our business. So It's a great niche because there are people who are really excelling in the space that you're offering help with. And I like the word coach is such a buzzword right now. And too many people try to make their umbrella way too large and, cater to anyone that is willing to throw money their way. I think it shows a lot of integrity and purposefulness when you have a niche that's so specific.
Yeah, when I first started, I'll be honest. I mean, I tried to take on everyone and anyone that came at me. But then I realized as I kept getting the same problems over and over and I kept seeing the same, results, then I knew I had to niche down. I couldn't take on 150, 200 clients that were all over the place if I didn't do that. So being able to set your systems and processes, be able to know exactly who you tailor towards, and it also helps you out when you get referrals too, because a lot of those same people are going to be referring you. Because I do high ticket client or coaching. Like my clients are not low ticket when it comes to fitness coaching or any sort of coaching. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't charge, the smallest amount either. So, but people pay for the service that they are going to get and that we provide. And we provide 100% money back guarantee. So no matter what, I mean, if you don't see results, all you got to do is follow the plan and listen to me and listen to my team. And I promise you, you will see results.
That's a great guarantee. I don't think a lot of people are doing that. And it just shows the amount of confidence you have in the program that you've developed.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've proven and tested this for 12 years. I've been from the best shape in my life to the worst shape in my life. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been going down the wrong path. And then to be able to show people like no matter what adversity you overcome, you can make shit happen with your life.
I follow you. Obviously, we follow each other on social media, and you're very vulnerable on social media about the things that you've gone through, even recently. Because what I find is, and I'm guilty of this too, right? We talk about the stuff we've already overcome because that shows the control. Like, right, we've controlled. Look how great we've controlled the situation. But you actually talk about a lot of stuff as it's happening, which I think's really interesting because you haven't figured it all out yet and you're not afraid to say that. You're not afraid to show that you're a work in progress every single day, and the truth is we all are.
Oh
We
my gosh.
never stop learning, we never stop reaching. So have you always been confident enough to show this vulnerable side, or is that something you've recently developed?
I'll tell you what, I think I've been confident my whole life, but it wasn't until I really started seeing confidence in others from my coaching that I became more confident in myself moving forward. Because there's nothing like, and I'm sure you feel this as well, when you see a client win, even in their fitness, their nutrition, their mindset, their business, whatever it may be, that's 10 times more rewarding than anything else. I don't give a fuck about, I don't know if I can curse on this, but
You
I don't
can.
care about any monetary value or anything of that sort. But when I see somebody actually winning in their life, that is so much more rewarding.
Yeah, I think that it's a confidence builder for sure. And I think it's because sometimes we view ourselves as we know what we've gone through in life. So we know where we've come from and what we've struggled with. And because we have that knowledge, we go into every situation knowing our flaws where other people don't. We assume that they see right through us and they see those same things, but they don't. And so when you take all of that and you apply it to someone else and you see someone else collapse time and get somewhere faster than you did or with more confidence than you did, I think that's like a real big confidence builder for the coach.
Oh, for sure. And I think the big thing too is why do you hire a coach? Because you don't want to go through the same things that coach did. I mean, you're literally taking off probably years of your life to
Years.
experience and learn something. And that's why I don't think people understand, like, why do you hire a coach or why do you have coaches? I have coaches for all aspects of my life: fitness, finances, my life, my mindset, my business. And the reason for that is because I'm not the best at everything. I need somebody to keep me on my toes, keep me accountable, just like you do when you need a coach. And
Yep.
if more people would understand that, I think people would have a lot better retrospect moving forward in their life, honestly.
I agree. I agree 100%. I'm the same way. I have coaches for stuff too. And they really help you see, your coach has to be further along than you. So they've been on the same path that you were on,
Mhm.
and now they're steps ahead of you. And as they continue to grow, you'll continue to still be trailing behind them just a little bit. And that's the beauty of it. And it's the same for your clients. So I feel like we're all helping each other and ourselves at the same time. It's like a really nice relationship we all have.
Exactly. I'm going to learn. I learn from my clients and they learn from me because I live and learn new things every single day. It's amazing.
So tell us about a time where you weren't super confident and super successful. I know you've had some, like, in the last couple of years even, but what's a defining moment for you that kind of created the powerhouse that we all know and love today?
Oh boy. I knew you were going to ask this question.
Should have been
So
ready.
it was March of 2021 where my ex-girlfriend decided to, we were out with her friends, we were out drinking, we were out doing drugs. She decided to leave me and go do cocaine with a complete stranger for 3 hours and then come back like nothing happened. And then said, let's go home. And I said, you're fucking out of your mind. And then from there, we tried to talk things out. She decided to have wine night with the girls the next day. Then she put all my stuff outside and then she kicked me out of the apartment. And then from there, I slept on a couch for 17 weeks. As you see, Limitless is what it is now. I rolled off that couch for 17 weeks straight. Just invested my last $2,500 in Apex. Just invested my last $2,500 into my marketing company that now has scaled me to, a $1.4 million pipeline. And because of that, because I literally felt like I had no self-worth. And I wanted to show people that you are worth something in this world. So my goal, and that's my goal moving forward, is to show every single person that you are worth something more.
That was a super high level conversation. So I have to dial it back a little bit because you have to give the audience some kind of inclination. You wake up and your stuff's outside and the girl you love left or kicked you out or whatever, and you have nowhere to live. What's the what's the next thing you do to pick yourself up? Because I feel like we're all like, yeah, we were in a rut and now we're here. But like what's the first step you take to building a better you, to finding your self-worth? Because I'm a big believer that if you don't respect yourself, no one's going to respect you. If you don't respect your time, no one's going to respect your time, right? So like you have to dig deep and find that self-respect when you feel the lowest
Yeah,
before anyone else is going to value you. So in that lowest point, what's the first thing you did to inch yourself towards the self-respect and empowerment that you needed to succeed?
that's a great question. And honestly, I think it was just me knowing that I'm tired of the bullshit. We had our ups and downs for a while, and she would go out and party and then forget what she did, and she was an alcoholic. And I had a lot of friends reach out to me and be like, dude, what are you doing with your life? Like, all you do is party. You're running Limitless Coaching, but you have 10 clients because nobody wants to coach with you because all you do is drink and do drugs. And then that was literally a revolving cycle for me. I would go out and party on the weekends, and then I would work out during the week and act like I was, doing something with my life, which I would wake up at 11 a.m. I wouldn't get work done until 2. The day ended at 5. It was like I worked a 9 to 5. And I had to just put realization in myself. And right when I joined Apex, that day that all happened, it was the next day. My business partner, Charles Rizak, said, hey, let's join Apex. I said, fuck it. You know what? The world's already ending. Let's make it burn. And then thankfully, I joined, and it was nothing but gratefulness from that day on. With, when you really surround yourself with people who support you and want nothing the best of you, and all they do is celebrate wins in their life. I've never met a group of people that do that.
It's an amazing, yeah, it's amazing life discovery that I think we all learn too late. Like whenever you learn it, it's too late. Like you should have learned it years ago, and imagine the power that would have had. But your story illustrates perfectly how environment impacts you. And I don't think a lot of people sit down and think about it, right? Like I was on a podcast earlier today, and the host said, if you throw a seed on the concrete, it's not going to grow because it's not the right environment, right? So Clint Riggin in that March of 2021 environment was surrounded by drugs, alcohol, partying, and people who were not motivated to do more in their life. And so you were at that level too.
Exactly.
Once you surrounded yourself with the fertile soil of people who want to grow and support you and see you shine, suddenly you have this company I mean, I know personally how many clients you just got from the event we were at together. Like, and
Mhm.
that's just one event. But because you showed up as your best self, shining your light,
Right.
embracing that new environment, and you were able to slay it. I mean, that must have been a huge realization for you that you dropped all that dead weight and you were able to soar.
No, it's so true. I mean, when I surrounded myself with those people, nothing in my life changed. But once I started surrounding myself with nothing but high achieving, top producing individuals, I mean, that's how hormone replacement therapy, we were able to incorporate that into Limitless Coaching, how First Form became our number one supplement brand, and then how we got, I got put as an athlete for Icon Meals to help with our meal preps. Like all of that would have never happened moving forward. And it's because of those people that I didn't even reach out to. I would just make posts, provide value, and people wanted to help. And that's the coolest thing about it.
It is. I'm a believer that when you provide value, you'll get it in return. Like whatever you're seeking in life,
Mhm.
if you throw it out into the universe, it will return to you. So that's the same if you're seeking trouble, if you're seeking negativity, you'll surround yourself with those things in your life, and that's what you'll get back. If you surround yourself with the people who want to see you shine and you're providing value, they'll do the same to you. And I think you're definitely a shining example of that from what I've seen just in your posts in our group Apex. And for anyone who doesn't know, Apex is a mastermind group that both Clint and Jonathan and I are all a part of. And if you don't have a group of people like this in your life, you should look into it because it's pretty life changing.
Yeah, I think
And you
Jess has
got,
a discount code, by the way. I,
I
I,
do.
I think she might, if you want to get that from her.
Also, you gave me your link to Icon Meals, and I'm just going to plug them right here because I am obsessed with them. I feel like you're my crack dealer now. I had the short rib sliders or some brisket sliders.
Oh, it must be nice. Well, I can just eat this garbage that I get to eat.
So good. Well, yeah, but all right, but
But yeah,
follow
no, I
Clint
can't
and
wait to enjoy the
see
good
what
ones.
Clint looks like right now, and you'll know why. All right, he's got very disciplined routine down for hit. When's your show? In October?
I have 9 weeks until October 30th. And then I just saw a post in Apex. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna dress up like Captain America after the show. My birthday's on Halloween. And I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna go to a hospital, and then we're gonna go just walk around and give the kids hope around that,
Yes.
because I think it'll be fun. I used to get fucked up on my birthday all the time, but times have changed and it's really time to give back. So I think that'll be cool.
That's awesome. I think that'll be a really great way to give back. And kids need to see this. Kids need to be inspired and, see people with your energy around them, especially if they're in a hospital. So that's a beautiful thing. Well, I know what's next for you because I know that you have your show coming up. And what's that been like? Have you been struggling at all? Like you make it seem easy, like you eat what you're supposed to eat and do
Oh
what you're supposed to
man,
do.
we're
Do you
gonna
have
talk
any
about
hard
this.
you have any hard days?
Talk about the struggle, huh? Yeah, the last 3 days I had the flu. I was down and out for 72 straight hours. I couldn't get out of bed. Had 104-degree fever. I woke up in puddles of sweat. Now I'm not sure if that was because of contest prep or because I flew on a jet with somebody who had COVID, but I don't know. Every single one of us got sick from that jet. So Ryan landed in San Diego, got sick. And then two others landed when I landed, got sick the next day, and then got sick the next day. And then I got it for 3 days. So it's kind
Man,
of just like it just went around. Not sure if it was COVID or not, but I don't know. I hit up Ryan. He's like, you don't have COVID, dude. Don't worry about it. You're good. Just rest it off. Just like Ryan would say, honestly.
well, I'm glad you're feeling better. How did that what did you do? How did you feel not like being able to do your normal thing when you're 9 weeks out from your contest? That must have been hard mentally, no?
Well, thankfully, I messaged my coach and he said, okay, well, Clint, we're 8 weeks ahead of schedule. So we're good on that front. I need you to rest. I need your body to recover. And I need to introduce something called the cocktail or something like that. And every single morning, it's called a digestive cocktail that we're going to take. It's apple cider vinegar, aloe vera, lime juice, and then some supplement that I had to order. But what it is, it's this is going to get real graphic, but I couldn't shit for 3 days. So my digestive system was a little fucked up when it comes to whatever I had. So he said, we need to clear you out and get you back on normal schedule. And then he also took away my fats, which suck because now I'm going to be even lower energy when it comes to, and I mean, I missed 45 appointments, 9 calls, 8 Zoom meetings, all in 3 days.
Yeah, I've seen your schedule. It's pretty tight. So I can just imagine how far behind you must feel.
But thankfully to my team, they held down the, program. They made sure that everything was moved to next week and then booked up for tomorrow because they're like, we didn't even know when you were going to talk to us again. Like they couldn't even get in contact with me because I was literally dead. I couldn't message people. I couldn't talk to people. I literally was dead to the world.
Well, I think the common thread in this episode is who you surround yourself with, right? So we're talking about the environment and the people that support you and your coaches, your friends, your networking. But now shifting over to the business aspect, without your team this past couple of days, your clients would have been wondering what the heck happened to you. They wouldn't have had any support at all, but you've surrounded yourself with a team that is dynamic and can take care of business when you're out. And that's a hugely important thing for any entrepreneur trying to grow a business. And probably one of the hardest things to accomplish as a new entrepreneur is delegating.
That is huge, honestly. And something I learned in the last couple of months, like reading Who Not How by Dan Sullivan, and like taking yourself out of the business, not fully, but like to a certain point where it can run on its own without you. And I realized like I'm the only one that does sales for my business. I'm the only one that does all my sales calls. And there's a reason for that is because I know this company and I know the people that I want to work with better than anybody else. But my team and I now have a mission that we're going to find someone that is going to take over my place in the next month or two that can do the same thing I do. Because moving forward, when I go to speaking events or when I go to different events, we're about to ramp up here in the next couple months pretty fast.
Yeah.
And it's super exciting, but it's also challenging because I'm not going to be able to be by the phone all the time.
And every entrepreneur has that one thing that they don't quite want to let go of because that's like what they're the best at. And I think a huge moment in the growth of a company is when the CEO lets go of that thing and puts their trust in someone else and trains someone else to be the way that they are, and then actually ascends to that top level position in the company. It's an amazing moment. It's a moment of growth for you. And then your company is just going to take off. And I'm really excited to see that happen for you.
I'm excited too. It's honestly crazy how fast it's gone, but momentum creates momentum. So I'm just going to keep the momentum going. And I think the reason people do get complacent is because they stop when they see a win or they experience a win. We haven't even started winning yet. We are only just beginning to start. So we're about to take it to the next level. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm excited for you. I'm really psyched that you took the time out to come on the podcast. I appreciate you so much. Please tell everyone where they can find you, where they can find your coaching programs and all of that.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, you can go to livelimitlessllc.com. That's the website. You can read more about my story, see exactly what we do. You can fill out a consult form there, book a call with me, see if you're a good fit. You can also check out the podcast on Spotify. And then you can check me out on Facebook at Clint Westwood Riggin. That is not my middle name. That is my nickname. Just a heads up if anybody asked. I should probably change that. But Jess, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me. This is honestly crazy to think that I'm on a podcast, being able to help motivate, uplift, and inspire other people in their journey. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you back. And thank you so much for joining us. If you got anything from this podcast, and I know that you did because Clint just dropped some fire, please subscribe, drop a comment, leave us a review, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and slay your day. Thank you, guys.
Creating success out of failure. Creating success out of failure.
Thanks for tuning in to Creating Success Out of Failure. Please share this with someone that needs to hear it, post it on social media, and leave us a 5-star review. I'll catch you on the next one.
Creating success out of failure.